Yo, what's going on, guys? X, and you're probably thinking, holy shit, he's uploading? No way, this can't be real. And you know what? It's been a while. It's been a really long fucking time. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm making content for PGO. Now, a lot of you that know me know that I'm a pretty OG in the community of Pokemon Grand Order. But I've actually never uploaded content from PGO, but that changes now. So let me just tell you a little brief history about my time in PGO because it's been a long ass time. So I'd say honestly, I have been in the community for about 2 years now, maybe over 2 years actually. It's been a long time. And I started in season 2 of PGO where I was in the top division at the time, and I ended up winning the championship, which was like, I got pretty lucky in finals, so it feels bad, but I still won, which is like a pog. And then in season 3, I kind of memed and I didn't do very well, but that was, a thing. And then season 4, I didn't play, and now in season 5, I am in the second highest division, mainly because of my season 3 performance and because of the fact that I'm coming off of a break. But in low tier, which I ended up going undefeated until semifinals, which I took a forfeit loss for, I may have won that, but we'll never know. So yeah, this is just my season 5 Assassins division draft analysis. I'm pretty sure Assassins ranks pretty high on the draft.nl competitive thing. I don't know what to call it, but I know Ruler, which is the highest division, is in the very top of the competitive rank. So yeah, so I actually already played my week 1 game, but I won't be putting that in this video, just to save time. So without any further ado, I'm going to get into the draft. So I was the 3rd overall pick. For some more information, this is National Dex, no cut moves, things like Urshifu and Dragapult and Deoxys Speed were all banned. I'm pretty sure the first 2 picks were Tornadus T, and I genuinely am not sure on the second one, but I know it wasn't what I wanted. Um, there was okay. I was like I was fighting demons at this time because Landorus Incarnate with Sheer Force was still on the board, but I really don't like using it, so I just didn't pick it. And ended up picking a mon that I was comfortable with using. I've won 2 championships with, and I know it's very powerful. And ended up getting Mega Diancie. So the second I submit this, you're gonna see my entire team, and instead of just going them in order like I usually do, I'm just gonna talk about the entire team at once. So yeah, this is me. Overall record. This is proving to you that I won. See, season 2. But yeah, this is my team. I have Mega Diancie, Corviknight, Infernape, Rhinoculus, Crocodile, Rotom-Mow, Blastoise, Swallow, Dragalge, and Lickitung. Honestly, I really am a big fan of this team. It's a me team. It's something that I am very comfortable with using. I've used a lot of these Pokemon many different times. I think the only mon on this team that I have not used is yeah, I've used all these Pokemon. So. But recently, I think the one I've used the least recently was Blastoise, which I ended up bringing to my week 1 game. But yeah, so when the wheel came back to me, well, that wasn't exactly wheel, but I was 3rd, so you know what I mean. I wanted a good defensive pairing with Mega Diancie, something that can, take the steel hits, take the ground hits, and then I want eventually something that can take the water hits, grass hits. Corviknight does 4 times resist, but offensive grass types are less common, so I wasn't exactly too worried about that. But I think Corviknight is just a very good pairing with Mega Diancie. I wanted Zapdos originally, and then I wanted Gliscor, but Gliscor is gone, and so is Zapdos. So I just go with Corviknight. Corviknight is actually a very big meme in the server, because in Season 3, I brought Bulk Up, Agility, Power Trip to every single game, and it swept like 4 times. It was pretty funny. Yeah, that was the thing. Pretty much Corviknight. I feel like at this point, I don't have to explain what Corviknight does on a team. The bulky steel resist, the bulky ground immunity, defog, roost, very good U-turner. It can set up, like I said, with bulk up, an iron defense. It has body press. It's just arm with U-turn and better bulk all around, except for in defense, obviously. Um, so then when I came back again, it was only 2 picks, no, 4 picks. I had to wait until I came back, and I was like really hoping that Infernape didn't get taken in any of those picks because I just wanted Infernape really fucking bad. So I got it, and that was like W moment. Infernape is another mon that I really like using. It's got a great speed tier, very good offensive stats in both special and physical. Iron Fist is a really good ability with things like Mach Punch, Thunder Punch, even Fire Punch. Typically, it'll be Blaze, just because most times you're just running Fire, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, or like Fire Blitz. I don't really see it many times at all running Fire Punch, but it is an option there. I pretty much just got this because I wanted something that can break Steel types. Mega Diancie can break them with Earth Power and Mystical Fire, but to cleanly Oko them or to chip things down, and then like this thing has Baton Pass, this thing has U-turn, this thing has U-turn. You'll see as it goes. I just drafted a team with just very very good ways to gain momentum. But yeah, Infernape, I feel like it's just a classic Mega Diancie pair. Um, They both are weak to water and ground, which I'll have to be careful of, but Corviknight, like I said, is one of the best ground immunities in the game. And I've got pretty good resist to water, and 3 actually immunities to ground. Um, Infernape is just kind of going to do Infernape things. It's just going to click buttons on this team, and that's also my second rocker. Mega Diancie and Infernape aren't the greatest rockers, but they both can run rocks. And then I got probably my favorite mon to use in Draft League format, literally ever, which is Reuniclus. I think this thing is heavily underrated, not in the sense that people don't draft it, but in the sense that people, when you typically think of good psychic types in the format, you'll typically think of things like Azelf, Alakazam, Mew, Victini, Jirachi, all that before you think of Reuniclus. But to me, Reuniclus is one of the most valuable Pokemon in the format. That's just typically because I like having bulky psychic types. That the thing with Reuniclus is that it's also incredibly offensive as well, with 125 special attack, access to Calm Mind, and Acid Armor. Sword Power, Recover. They don't have a good Dark type that can just win the matchup on paper. Um, but obviously plays a lot different. 3 actually really good abilities in Overcoat, Magic Guard, and Regenerator. I typically run Regenerator, but I know Magic Guard is also extremely good with things like Life Orb, if you want to set up, obviously. But Regenerator is... I just feel like Regenerator Reuniclus is so valuable in pretty much every matchup. I did not mean to click that. But yeah, like 110, 75, 85 bulk, access to Trick Room, access to Shadow Ball, Knockoff, Thunder Wave, Thunder, Focus Blast, Future Sight, just very good coverage, as well as very good utility moves. I just really love using Reuniclus. I think Overcoat actually does have a use. Like, I have a Rotom, but let's say like in an Amoonguss matchup, I'm not saying I'm going to struggle versus an Amoonguss, but if I didn't want to because I can't switch Rotom into it, because if it's Ledge Bombs, I'm taking a big chunk. So I can switch Reuniclus in, and since I'm Overcoat, I can't get Spored. That's just a situation, but I don't think I'd be doing that. But yeah, so next I wanted a good Dark type. I wanted just something that could switch into Ghost moves as well as knockoffs, because currently a lot of my mons don't like to be knocked off, especially Reuniclus and Corviknight. as well as I wanted a reliable stealth rocker. I feel like Crocodile can run stealth rocks most games. It's pretty bulky. 95, 80, 70 is actually pretty good bulk if you think about it. It's just generally overlooked by its other stats. For some reason I can't go over that thing, but it's got a pretty good speed tier as well. I don't know how to go over. There's no drag button. Oh, I'm just retarded. Never mind. Anyways, yeah. Well, let's talk about speed tiers after. Let's talk about speed tiers after. But yeah, Crocodile as well. 3 pretty good abilities: Intimidate, Moxie, and then Anger Point is more not good, but since Urshifu is not allowed. But if I was in like a very weird situation, I could switch this thing into a Wicked Blow, get max attack, be like Choice Scarf, and sweep with Earthquake or some shit. I did that before. It's pretty funny. But yeah, Crocodile is gonna be pretty hard hitter on this team. I have good ways to break things like fairies, and grasses and waters that typically switch into Crocodile. So I think it's going to shine here very well. I like running bulky Crocodile, but it can be offensive. I think it's more seen as an offensive Pokemon. But yeah, Crocodile is going to be a Crocodile. Like it, I don't know how to I don't know how to say it. It's just going to do Crocodile things, kind of like Infernape. It's just glued to the team to make it better. I felt like I just felt like having a Crocodile on this team made a huge difference. Build typing was just very nice to have. And yeah, another mon that I love using offensively, but can also be defensive. That seems to be a pretty typical theme of the team so far. Is Rotom-Mow. Um, Rotom-Mow is probably it's hard to say. I'd say Rotom-Mow is probably one of my favorite electric types to use. I say Coco's my favorite, but yeah. Rotom-Mow, as you can see, my removal at the current time was just Corviknight and then I guess Magic Bounce. So I wanted to get another mon that could defog, but not one that would have to defog all the time. I feel like Corviknight can run defog to most matchups. But if I wanted to be bulk up, I could run defog Rotom-Mow. But yeah, Rotom-Mow's offensive typing of electric and grass means that offensively, like Choice Scarf or Choice Bags Rotom-Mow can absolutely rip through teams that don't have bulky dragon types, or teams that have dragon types like Dark Jump, which are going to take a significant amount from Leaf Storm. Yeah, I love running Choice Bags Rotom-Mow. I know Choice Scarf is one of its better sets. Nasty Plot's also a cool option. We'll have to see. Rotom-Mow is a mon that I'm comfortable using. I think it's going to do well, as it usually does. And yeah, it's just going to be my electric pivot as well as my grass type, and cool stuff like Pain Split, Trick, Will-O-Wisp, all that stuff. It's just a Rotom. I don't really feel like I have to explain what Rotoms do in this current day and age. And then Blastoise. Again, a more Pokemon, typically, but can also be offensive with Shell Smash now. That's a thing. Another removal option with Rapid Spin. Flipper now, which means it's a pretty good water type. I was going to take Vaporeon originally, but I wanted to spin, and I also have not used Blastoise in a minute, so I felt like I would just try it out. Life Dew is its only form of recovery, which is not the greatest, but I will be honest with you, I put Life Dew Blastoise in my week 1 game. I don't think I clicked it, but I didn't need another move, so I was just like, fuck it, just in case. But yeah. And then another mon. This is also probably like top 10 favorite mon to use for me in draft. I love fucking Swallow. Like, oh no, yo, I don't love fucking Swallow. Ayo, don't clip that. Yeah, I love Swallow. I love that it's got a very good speed tier in 125. 75, 85 in offenses aren't great when you first look at them. But then look at its abilities in Guts and Scrappy. Guts, obviously, if you run Flame Orb, that attack stats doubled. It's very fast. It's access to Facade, Brave Bird, U-Turn, all that shit. Hit very hard. But my favorite solo set is just Toy Specs, Scrappy. You just click Boom Burst and Hurricane and Heat Wave and all that shit. You just nuke teams. Teams that are a good resist or good switch in, like, are just going to get fucking destroyed by a Swallow. I ended up beating a Heatran with a Swallow because I am crazy like that. But yeah, um, not much to say about Swallow. It's just really fast. I wanted the above Mega Diancie speed tier. For like a little bit, I was like really torn on what I was gonna do for the last 3 Mons. I was looking at Excelgor. I was looking at a ton of stuff. I was looking at Cryogonal, but at the end of the day, I picked Swallow because I just needed a Mon faster than Mega Diancie. Um, because my fastest Mon being 110 was not something that I was comfortable with. Pick up Swallow. That's kind of it. It's not a very good um ghost immunity. Well, that's why we got Lickitung because it's bulky. We'll talk about Lickitung soon. Yeah, Dragalge, another Mon that I love using. My Dragon type is also my Poison type. There's not much to say about Dragalge. Honestly, it's just a very especially bulky, but also very strong with adaptability if I want it on choice specs. If not, I can just run Black Sludge, set Toxic Spikes. Hits things very hard with its dual stab. Obviously, um, the best way to switch into Dragon type moves, fairy types, but it's got Poison Stab. Most steel types can switch into it, but it does have things like Thunderbolt and Hydro Pump, Scald, hit things like Steelix, Excadrill, Skarmory, I have Cormorant. But yeah, Flip Turn is also very nice for it because if you know something's going to switch out, you can just click Flip Turn and gain some momentum. But yeah, Dragalge is very bulky, very strong, not very fast. I do want to say I have a Trick Room mode with this team. It's hard to like justify it because most of my team is pretty not good for Trick Room, but I have Mega Diancie can set Trick Room, Reuniclus can set Trick Room, like Life Orb or something. Dragalge can do a lot of damage in a Trick Room. I don't think I'm going to ever bring it, but it is an option that people will be like, hey, that can happen. But yeah, and then we have Lickitung. Not much to say. It's just I didn't want Swallow to be my only normal type because Crocodile is my dark type, and in terms of switching into Ghost type moves, Crocodile is going to be taking a lot of damage that it can't recover off very well. Outside of Leftovers and maybe Breast. Swallow does have Roost, but 60, 60, 50 bulk is just not it. So I just decided I was going to take Lickitung. Not much else to say about it. It's just like I had 3 points and it was just sitting there. The Wish Passer, it's got knockoff, it's Seismic Toss, base 90 HP, like passing wishes, and Seismic Toss is going to do a good chunk. Oblivious means it can't be taunted. Um, and then it's got the Gen 1 coverage of like Ice Beam, Fire Blast, with not the greatest offensive stats, but like it's still gonna doing a lot to 4 times weak mobs, like Fly Score. Oh yeah, that's the team. I don't really know if I have much else to say. The plan is to just pivot around, bring things in with on pass, U-turn, hold switch, flip turn, U-turn, flip turn. I've got a lot of ways to bring Pokemon in and just do a lot of damage. Um, and then yeah, just some mons that I'm comfortable using. I wanted to just put on a good show, see how it goes. So, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil my week 1 match. I'll probably record it sometime tomorrow, and it'll probably be posted as well sometime tomorrow. This is my big return to draft, I'd say. Most of the leagues I'm in right now are very smaller ones, but PGO is a very big league. I'm also a mod in PGO, helper, but pretty much a mod. Um, so yeah, just thought I'd plug. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. I'll probably post this video somewhere, like the video, because I'm hot. And yeah, I think this team is really, really good. Probably one of my favorite teams that I've drafted in recent years, actually. Um, but funny enough, I have Infernape in another league at the moment. So yeah, Infernape's just a cool mod. What can I say? But yeah, I'm just gonna end the video now. I never know how to end videos, so just like it, and then comment what your favorite Pokemon on the team is, and comment hashtag bulk up Corviknight if you're cool like me. Also, shout out to Gabe. He's a really cool guy. Shout out to my week 1 opponent in Groves. You'll see how that game went soon. And also, shout out to, who else I want to shout out? Shout out to Beepune is a cool guy. One time he said, species. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video now. Yeah, I'll probably post week 1 game soon, and that's it. Goodbye.